Welcome to the grip dungeon. What a beast. That's the pump that we end up getting from this pretty sweet workout. So we're going to go through warm-ups and then I'm going to work up to a maximal close effort on Captains of Crush. Then we're going to do a little bit of riser and pronator work with like a judo belt. And then we're going to do some wrist rollers to finish off. So you can see I'm going through my warm-up sequence here. So I use IronMind's Expand Your Hand Bands a couple of times a week to work my extensors. So it's really important if you're doing, crushing work, pinching work, to make sure you work the opposing. And as always, sounds super cliche, but make sure you're warming up your hands by progressively, particularly if you're doing like gripper work like this, like that's the easiest Captains of Crush gripper that I've got. I always try to make sure, if I'm, particularly this time of year, this was recorded the 17th of November, it's cold. So don't start trying to max out on your grip work and working, small muscles, tendons and ligaments, in your forearms, your wrists and your fingers if you've not warmed up properly. So I do, there you go, extensor work. So I've worked up to the next band there. So it goes white, green, yellow, blue, red, I believe. It's just different levels of poundage or pressure. They're basically just elastic bands, but fancy, and they've got IronMind written on them. So why not? I love spending money on stuff unnecessarily. The red one, particularly hard. I think I'll pull a face at some point just here. Yeah, there you go. That is hard. Now I'll start to chalk up because I've done some inverted closes as well as some standard closes. I think it's a 0.5. So this is where you can start to feel a little bit of a better pressure for working up to working sets. And again, I think I do some inverted closes on the 0.5 as well. For those that don't know, inverted closes work your index finger and your middle finger. And then the standard way to hold a gripper is actually your pinky and your ring finger that get worked the most to do the final closing portion of the gripper. Yeah, I think that was a 1.5. Yeah, I think so. We'll check in a second. But again, still warming up at this point because I'm trying to work up to... I'm trying to get certified on a number 3, Captains of Crush, actually. There you go, that's a number 2. So I've been able to close a number 2 for a little while now. And then, there you go. So I can, not in a mega egotistical way, but I could probably close a number 2 without warming up if, friends came round and, you wanted to show off how strong your grip was. I'm trying not to do that as much and do proper warm-ups and get proper sets in. And I'm actually, in this particular workout last week, I did holds. So I was just trying to hold the gripper for as long as I could before, I felt a ton of pain or like my skin ripping. And then finally, I moved on to the 2.5. So this is my transitionary gripper at the minute as I work up to a number 3. I don't think I've got a close on my left hand. I am actually left-handed. But I feel like I can clamp down so much harder with my right hand. Almost like it's numb in terms of IQ. See, I had to assist on the left hand, but yeah, I clamp down and it starts to open up a little bit there on my right side. But I'm really happy with myself about that because I can really feel, my grip strength coming along nicely as I work towards getting certified on the number 3. So here we are now. We've got you might call this a judo belt or a karate belt. I've just got a 5 kilo plate sort of, strapped around this, pinning it down with my thumb, doing a bit of riser work, and then doing a bit of pronator work. I am not an arm wrestler, but I am doing arm wrestling style exercises because I appreciate the strengthening nature that it'll have in the crossover to just having a better grip, having stronger hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, etc. So I've been incorporating some of these for the past few weeks. I'm really enjoying it. And to finish off, we've got some wrist rollers. This particular wrist roller is from Gods of Grip. And any of the equipment I've mentioned today, I'll pop them all in the description so you guys can go and take a look at stuff. But I start off with a set. Maybe I did 2 or 3 sets. I can't remember, with 5 kilos. And then I believe after this one, I work up to 10 kilos, which I've actually not done in a long time. Feeling pretty pumped at this point. Like there's not much space to get any more blood into my wrists and forearms. There you go. And what I do with my wrist roller, by the way, is I do sort of 8 lengths. So I work my hands in one direction on the way down and the way back up, and that's sort of one set. So I'll do 4 of those all together, working the hands in both directions 2 times. So 8 lengths, and it is an absolute forearm destroyer. And typically by the end of this, your grip's gone, your forearms are pumped, and that is the final product. Thanks for tuning in. I will have a pocket guide to grip strength coming out soon, so keep checking the description if it's not there now, but thanks for watching.